The main thing that we want to get out of this panel is for all of us to have an understanding of at what stage are we in the journey of Ethiopia, and also from perspective of everything we've learned, in the morning, hackathon sessions, from an outsourcing, sports analytics standpoint, social entrepreneurship, and so on and so forth. And so maybe Miriam, let me start with you and ask you a question around basically, in terms of the what is the strategy of the Ethiopian government in regards to stimulating digital entrepreneurship? You've spoken about different kinds of entrepreneurship programs here and different kinds of entrepreneurs sector. So any input on that?
Thank you, Bernard, and good afternoon again. So entrepreneurship and how we look at entrepreneurship and maybe overall the private sector. One of the biggest shift of the new administration, maybe not new anymore. We still have the habit of calling it, but we're now 3 years old. Is that the private sector is actually has been put on the forefront and has been made to in all our strategies and policy directions is actually encourage or we believe that the private sector should be leading economic development, the economic development of the country. So that's the first point in stimulating entrepreneurship and encouraging entrepreneurship. The second thing that the government has done in terms of trying to change that mindset from more of a government-led economy to a private sector-led economy is to try to create an enabling environment by first of all building infrastructures that would enable the private sector to strive. The second big thing is to look at our policies and how friendly they were to the private sector. And I mean, there's been immense amount of reforms around reforming policies to encourage the private sector to take the lead and to from an access to finance perspective, from incentivizing priority sectors and so on. Digital in particular, and the question is about digital entrepreneurship. Digital in particular, ICT has been made one of the priority sectors in our homegrown economic reform agenda. And being a priority sector obviously requires having an enabling ecosystem, incentives necessary to encourage the ICT sector to grow. We have, as you all know, the 90 park that has been dormant for some time, that is now being revamped. Strategies are being drafted, and we're constantly looking at how better utilize space so that it can be a ground for startups, for also larger companies to come in. Maybe touch upon certain laws that are very specific to entrepreneurship. As you all know, maybe not. But what you will know is that there is a startup proclamation that's in the making, and very few countries have it, and we're hopefully in the next 100 days of the government, the new government, it will be endorsed by Parliament. And then there are other very specific or ICT specific laws that have endorsed already, like the electronic transaction proclamation that basically should be enabling things like e-commerce, for example. We have Digital Ethiopia that has been endorsed. So Ethiopia has now a clear strategy on how the country should digitalize. And based on the digital strategy, we've seen digital payments strategies. We've seen how the education sector is looking at building skills. So basically enabling the ecosystem for the private sector to pick up and rise to the challenge.
Thanks, Mir. Check. So thanks, Miriam. This was great. And I really like what you said in terms of putting the onus on the private sector, because I think the private sector needs to take that responsibility. And I think nowadays when diaspora comes here, they expect the 2G, 3G not work, and they expect also not to be able to dial into the Zoom session. But it actually works. I think a year ago, or maybe even a few years ago, some of these things were a little bit difficult. But now I think the infrastructure has evolved quite a bit, and we're very happy about that. So maybe a good segue into my next question for Timotheos around basically, what is the role of the specific role of the private sector, especially since here we're in the week of the Great Ethiopian Homecoming and diaspora. How do you see the diaspora within the private sector really engage in a sustainable way? Because sometimes for those of us who are sitting in Addis Ababa, we see the diaspora come in January, they show up again in January the next year. But between January and what is really happening, and how do we engage with them, especially for the youth? Ethiopia has more than 70% is 30 years old. So if you have any input on that.
Thank you, Bernard. I think overall the private sector role and use employment, including employment in Ethiopia, are the major challenge. Also, very nice to talk about the challenge next to the Prime Minister's office, because I know the government has been implementing lot of initiatives to address youth and women challenge in Ethiopia, but still problems are really remain across the board, including access to finance, related to knowledge in the skills, and also operational space and access to information and inputs. To name some only. There are really bunch of problems that hinder or undermine youth employment in Ethiopia. Related to private sector involvement and those addressing those challenges. I have experience actually working with private sector addressing some of those challenges. Like for example, related to operational space. Government has been provided shades in the different working and selling spaces for youth and women. But it's not really feasible to provide all the necessary space for all demanding population in the country, because the resources are limited all the time. So what we have done with private sector, like the role of the private sector there, we created a digital marketing system where the private sector has incentive of providing tailored service to micro enterprises, which are owned by youth and women. Then they provide space also warehouse, so that they can display their product. But youth and women produce elsewhere. Example, using their own family house or friend's house. Then they can easily reach market in Addis across the country in Ethiopia. Sometimes now we are even starting exporting some products to the external world. This far we managed to reach like more than 3,000 women in the youth benefiting from this intervention. We call it Hello Market. You heard about it with Belcash. That's one area that creating innovative solution for the challenge that are undermining women in the youth employment in Ethiopia. The other one, the private sector can also contribute in addressing those challenges through outsourcing, so commission-based sales promotion with youth and women, so that they can create more economic opportunities, then more job job creation for women and the youth, so that they can really absorb huge use population as Ferdinand said. Currently we are having more than 70% population in Ethiopia. It is a blessing, I would say, not a challenge. But if we don't use it properly, it will be a challenge. Definitely. We can see the unrest and the conflicts here and there. So if we can use them, we can really create more economic opportunity, strong country. In general, the private sector can play like creating access to opportunities, jobs. They can also build the capacity, knowledge, and the skills through in-house training. I was hearing in our session. Some of the companies are actually investing a lot on their employees, enhancing their capacity as graduates coming very civils and not really like automatically well fit in the work world.
Okay, thank you, Matheus. So maybe before I turn to Nahom, just a quick temperature check. Is everyone still with us? I'm going to be turning to you later on in case you have questions for the panelists. So, but definitely, I want to emphasize also what you said, Timotheus, in the role of the private sector and the diaspora specifically. I think maybe a quick shout out. We have an event tomorrow at the Friendship Park for Diaspora Tech Homecoming. And so I think the diaspora is really also in a place now where they can invest in some of these entrepreneurs. Because I think if you asked me 5 years ago or maybe 10 years ago, there wasn't really opportunities to invest. Maybe some people in this room will disagree with me, but I think nowadays really a bunch of entrepreneurs, startups, early stages, mid stages that you can invest. So I think that's what the diaspora can do. And a check of $10,000, $20,000, etc. That's the first one. Second one is also in terms of the coaching. Right? So I think those are the two areas. But I think you also touched about the information and disseminating information in a much more democratized way. So which leads me to my next question for Nahom. In terms of investment, how do you see the FDI climate maybe from a European angle, but also more broadly?
Thank you so much. Well, the EU Business Forum has been established since 2012. So we've been actively engaged with European government at various levels for quite a long time. And we are an independent business association, so we represent the voices of the private sector and nothing else. So what that means is that are relatively well received when it comes to our opinions of the business climate. But looking at going back to the last 3 years or so, I think a lot of reforms have been undertaken in the Ethiopian climate. For example, new investment law and proclamation has opened a lot of sectors for FDI. Has eased issues dealing with grievances of investors, has also led to a system whereby clarity, coordination, region, federal, state. So this has been an incredible welcome development for the FDI community generally and for EBS specifically. I mean, of course, a lot of reforms again going on. Ethiopian, the homegrown economic reform, for example, actually, as Miriam was saying earlier, has put the private sector driving when it comes to economic development, with some sectors giving an absolute priority, IT sector, for example. And the tourism sector as well. These are welcome developments that we're very happy to be part of in providing information towards this end. But the historical challenges remain, and we don't exactly believe that we are very special when it comes to the challenges businesses face in the Ethiopian business climate, because be it local or international, all business operatives operating in the same environment. What we noticed, for example, over the last 3 years was that there is much more openness of the government to engage with the private sector. And this is not just in theory, but in practice. The ministries that we work with are relatively open, listen to our recommendations to apply, because we approach everyone as a mirror towards improving services provided to the private sector. At the end of the day, the job of the public sector is actually to be a partner for the private sector to thrive, and not to impose rules that restrict their development. And there's been a shift in mindset in that respect, and I'm very happy about it. Of course, the historical challenges remain. I mean, it's no secret that the access to forex is limited. Of course, that's as a result of economic imbalance that's been around for decades. But now needs to be improved. And there are also issues on application laws and regulations. So the issues usually arise at the lower level of administration, where the regulations that are set aside are not properly implemented, and they are not transparent enough. But these can be dealt with in engagement that we have with our public sector counterparts. One important recommendation that generally engage with the public sector is we have to accelerate digitization of services. Absolutely critical for everybody. It creates transparency, eases things. And so this initiative of actually digitizing the public sector should be further accelerated. Can't really stress enough. So this is basically in a nutshell where we stand.
Okay, thank you so much. For me, I really like what you said around the approach now of the public sector compared to maybe 10 years ago, 20 years ago, etc. That there's really a change in the tone, but I think also the private sector should be mindful of this change of tone, but also should take advantage of it in the right way. What do I mean by this? If you go to a public sector official and you have very high expectations, you don't know how to engage. Well, guess what? That relationship may not go too far. But you have to have an approach where you show empathy. Maybe not be pedantic, but also kind of explain and teach what you're proposing. I think that relationship will go a long way. Because I think sometimes the private sector has expectations that are just completely off track. So I think that's important. But you touched a little bit about Europe, but now maybe coming to our continent, Africa, right? When you look at the U.S., their number one trade partners are surprise, Mexico and Canada. But when you look at countries like Ethiopia, who are the number one trade partners? It could be folks like China, etc. And we can go down the list for other African countries. And so we have to really encourage this intra-African trade, right? And so I wanted to get your take in terms of so there's been a bunch of African trade agreements. So how do you see specific impact for SMEs and entrepreneurs in Ethiopia?
Thank you, Bernard. I think we all know the recent started implementing this last January, the African Trade Agreement, the African Continental Trade Area Agreement, where we have as a country signed and even ratified. Definitely it's an opportunity. Like now, we're not going to have any more agua. But again, from different perspectives, trading among ourselves with close neighbors and countries closer to us, the proximity makes sense, because even the freight cost makes sense. The tax and the duty free makes sense. So that will be a great opportunity. But the issue is, are we ready for that? So that's the issue we need to focus on. There is no question, as I said, on the benefit, because we had an event organized in 2019, bringing some of the countries like South Africa, Rwanda, Morocco, Zambia, Tanzania. They were with us, and we were organizing a trade show, and just give it a try on how we can start trading among ourselves. So interesting thing which we saw was like the flower market, which we are targeting now to the Amsterdam auction. Nearly all our flowers are gone to Amsterdam, to the auction, and all flowers are distributed all over beyond our continent. So our delegation from Rwanda was surprised, and we took them to one of our members' farm, and they were surprised. The price they are buying it from our own flower. But again, negotiating with one of our members here to buy it straight, that's a huge difference. So I mean, such opportunities are great opportunities to grab because of the transportation facility. Ethiopian Airlines has flight every day to Kigali, probably adding more flights if business situations are flourishing. So proximity being smart, the freight cost being low, and again now the opportunity we are having because of the Continental Free Trade Area Agreement is indeed a great opportunity. But are we ready to deliver? Demands might be in volumes, in quality standards, in packaging, branding. I mean, have we done our homework? Have we started doing our homework? So these had been some of the issues we were discussing before in one of our groups. We need to be ready. We can say that the U.S. market, the agua, of course it has high standards there. Great demand of quality standards. But again, still the African market also demands standards, even though it might be lower than the American. But again, we have to fulfill the basic requirements. So are we ready for that? Otherwise, the market is indeed a great opportunity and very cheap to trade among ourselves. And we have started doing that. In the morning, I was also sharing our new e-commerce platform. We will be launching probably in 2 months' time. The digital payment system allowing us, because we are now trying to negotiate in a bank. So three countries are already on Rwanda, Kenya, and Ethiopia. We want to boost. We even have themed boosting intra-African movement taking the lead. So we just wanted to try 3 countries. So now we have not launched it live from the trials which we have been doing, partnering with Africa 118, with doing our e-commerce platform. South Africa and Cameroon have shown interest to come on board. So lots of opportunities are here. We want to spread it as women in business, so that women can really make a difference, spearheading in benefiting from the CFTA, which is already now at existence.
Okay, thank you so much. Maybe before I go to the room and ask maybe for folks to ask, we'll take 2 or 3 questions. I think because we've spoken about sports analytics, and we're in the room here of a bunch of digital people. I think for SMEs that are selling goods and items, if they have these SKUs that maybe structures, roads, there's sometimes security issues, etc. I think in the world of digital, we just don't have those SKUs at all, because I think now we also have structure in Ethiopia in terms of the bandwidth, internet, and so we don't have excuses anymore for folks in Ethiopia, an entrepreneur to, if they cannot find the talent here in Ethiopia, to hire in Kenya. Or maybe if they don't find the solution here in Ethiopia, they can outsource to Kenya or Uganda or all the way to Nigeria. Like we shouldn't outsource things to Estonia or the Philippines or whatnot. So that's in terms of outsourcing, but also in terms of talent. And then even in terms of we're advocating a lot of the Ministry of Labor and Skills things related to outsourcing and freelancing. Same thing. But those things we have zero excuses because the infrastructure is already there. And now we also have payment solutions. So no excuses. But I know there's also a lot of information asymmetry, and so one of the reasons we have this panel is actually to share some information, and maybe Miriam, I'll let you speak a little bit later about Alibaba initiative. I think there's also a lot of information there that's not well understood or not understood at all. But before we do that, maybe a few questions from the room.
Thank you, Bernard. In the sake of the title of the event, when dare to share events, and we are in the time of the diaspora homecoming, and we run a program at RandD called We Do Africa, and the idea is for the diaspora community to actually add value to their country instead of sending money to relatives, the daughters to every time. The program is about actually investing in informal businesses in Ethiopia. Then GIZ would doing a matching to that. So when we run that program, quite we are doing that. One of the biggest challenges we have here is reaching out to the diaspora community because our diaspora associations elsewhere abroad, they are not organized in a way that is centered on business. It's more centered on societal value. But the same program is running in Cameroon, Ghana. They have overwhelming numbers of people trying to invest in their country. So I am very curious about what this movement that's currently going on is going to be. Where is it going? Because at the end of the day, we have to follow it up with something formal. Diasporas need to come together. They have to share. They have to add value to the economy instead of the excitement. Besides the excitement, it has to add value more than that. I think if there is no strategy yet, is the government thinking more to have our diasporas add value in a formal way. Yeah.
Thank you. Maybe let me put a quick twist your question, because again we've spoken all about the private sector also being involved. It's also I think up to the private sector, right? Ready to share information and how the diaspora add value. Who wants to take this question in terms of how can the diaspora add value in a sustainable way between January and January, and what is the readiness level of both the private and public sector?
Exactly sure that I would answer the question directly, but perhaps I can give you a sneak peek as to what we're trying to do in the coming months in relation to promoting Ethiopian investment for FDI. Of course, that includes the diaspora, obviously. One of the challenges that many investors face when they come to Ethiopia is actually getting in touch with the right, getting access to the right information on starting. Of course, the EIC is one of the most important gateways to entry, and we are basically, of course, working closely with the EIC on this. But we are also adding ourselves as an important gateway to the Ethiopian market. So we are working on a welcome pack for investors coming to Ethiopia. That means it will provide key information on starting a business, how to have your own business license, where to go, who to reach when it comes to opening an account or tax identification number. These things that we take for granted here can be extremely difficult for those who are quite new to the Ethiopian climate. But we also add what we would add to this basic information is the experiences of the seasoned investors within our membership. We will add some of their experience into this, so newcomers would not fall into the same difficulty that the seasoned investors have faced. So in some sense, I think that would contribute to retaining some of this excitement coming back home and changing it into investment.
And maybe a follow-up question now. Thanks with how very pragmatic question. Someone wants to join your association. How do they engage with you?
So we are in a sense a European chamber. That means we grant access to membership to companies who are majority owned by an European entity. And established in Ethiopia. But we also have members who are not yet established in Ethiopia, but who are exploring the Ethiopian market from Europe. So we provide them with updates on a regular basis. Of course, any company interested to join can reach me. I'll be happy to facilitate. Thus far, we are about 160 companies in our membership and growing. We hope it will continue to grow. So we provide information, access for networking events. We also organize regular meetups, government representatives to discuss on key policy issues. And we this year we are also producing key analysis on various challenges on the business climate that would lead into policy recommendations. So basically an advocacy vehicle for European companies, but we don't confine ourselves to European companies. We work together with other sister associations, the American Chamber, AMCHA, the Chinese Chamber, the Indian Business Forum. We are all working in the same, we're operating business climate, so we have quite a very good relationship with all. So feel free to reach out to me if you want more information.
Thank you. Anyone else wants to add?
Thank you for that. I think it's a very pertinent question of how do we capitalize on the momentum and all the support that we've got from the diaspora, which we're really grateful for. I think this week is a really interesting week for the diaspora because you're going to be meeting all the sectors, and I hope you've been actively participating in all the events where I think the investment forum is still going on today, and more there is a digital event. So you'll have the opportunity. You're having the opportunity to meet with sectors. But the Minister of Foreign Affairs has also taken that as an assignment to see how we can enable a system whereby we actually have or we facilitate communication. But what I would like to ask the diaspora as well is to really take this time you're spending in Ethiopia to look at what the needs are. Look at what you can bring to the table in terms of your knowledge, in terms of your domain expertise, informing maybe sectorial specific think tanks to provide policy advice. And I think very correctly, the government is really open to suggestions. Because we have this mindset, and I think it was mentioned earlier. Thank you for that. So also looking at trying to contextualize and maybe not copy and paste what you're doing in your respective countries, but to see what is it that would work in Ethiopia, and what was it that we can actually adapt in certain instances, but also maybe create or for the development of the country. So the honors are also on you to come up with suggestions on what and how and what would be relevant to our context.
Okay, thank you, Miriam. Yeah, and for me, I think also maybe the light motive I hope going to be on the diaspora's mind is instead of poverty alleviation, let's please build or create wealth. Because if we want this country to be prosperous, we really create wealth and not always put band-aids on things. Anyway, any other question from the audience? One here.
Okay, thank you very much. Here is my name. I am a faculty member at university and co-owner of Waira Consulting. I will direct my questions to Miriam. in the previous session, morning session, what we have discussed very thoroughly while we discussed about digital transformation, cybersecurity. And one of the things that really matters in cybersecurity is digital ID. So I'm just wondering how you go about it. And what is the progress in producing and distributing the digital IDs? Because it's something that is at stake while we were talking about digital transformation. Because producing and distributing digital ID for 100 million plus people is quite cumbersome. So how is your office handling these things?
Yeah, thanks for your question. It's one of my favorite questions. The ID is foundational to digital transformation. That's clear in all our documents. The digital strategy starts with one of the pillar of taking Ethiopia to a digital economy is to actually have a digital ID. The digital ID or the national ID has been a project that has been going on 10 years now. But what we've done right now is revamp it, called it a national digital ID program. So it's an EID program whereby we will be able to authenticate, to enroll and authenticate digitally. It's not meant to replace any IDs or any, but it's really an ID that will prove who you claim to be. You are who you claim to be. So it's really a foundational ID that will serve sectorial, that will have sectorial mandate and sectorial purposes. Right now, the ID is back under the Office of the Prime Minister. There's a focus program for the national ID, which you're welcome to go and visit. Actually, the diaspora is on Friday afternoon to go and visit and discuss the ID. You will see that the premise of how we are doing rolling out the ID is extremely transparent. It's going to be supported by personal data protection laws. And it has strong biometric inputs plus very limited demographic inputs. So it will be for all citizens, all residents of the country. So we're progressing, and it's really on the right track. And I think we're going to go quite fast on enrollments. The enrollment strategy. You can go to their website. If you go to eid.gov.et, you will see the progress. You'll see legal documents that are driving the ID. So it's really a project that's on track, and that will really serve the digital sector, the financial sector, but all other sectors. So I hope I answered your question.
Thank you, Miriam. Any other input on the digital ID? We have a question, I guess. Yeah.
Good afternoon, all. My name is Mabet. I'm from Biogenetic Spine Training Center. My question again to Miriam. And your office is thinking about learning system, and yes, when it's going to be implemented. Thank you.
Miriam, you're too famous. Please don't forget the other panelists.
The PM's office is not in charge of e-learning. The Minister of Education would be in charge of it. But if you want any additional information on how e-learning will be conducted, there is the strategy for digital education and skills. And e-learning platforms have already been deployed right now. But I'm sure Minister of Education answered this question a bit. But if any of my colleagues have more to say on platform, during COVID times, it has really accelerated things. But if it's specific to any sectors, maybe we can have a discussion.
And again, on that topic, right? I mean, there's many private sector startup entities like ICOG Labs, they're developing a platform for the sustainable engagement with the diaspora after the event tomorrow. And we're basically leveraging one of their e-learning platforms. That's why, we were saying also the diaspora, if they really want to see solutions scale, guess what? They can coach these people, they can invest in them, and forgive me, but usually when the public sector develops something, not just in Ethiopia, but elsewhere, it's usually a recipe maybe not disaster, but best solution. So let's please encourage the private sector to scale, invest in them, coach them, etc. There are programs where I think it makes sense, like digital ID, it makes sense, the government. But some of these e-learning solutions, I mean, and there's plenty of them, plenty of startups. But again, they don't have that visibility, and no one really talks about them. And so that's why we have the event again. Another shout out for the event tomorrow, where we will showcase these startups that are doing e-learning, e-health, etc. Any other question from the audience?
I think the e-commerce related issues, e-learning, and also more creative ways of working. There are some domains that we can leave to government, but if we come up with creative ideas, usually as the private sector, for diaspora, I think it's the right time to think about it. Based on the context of the country, what we can really leverage, turning the challenge into opportunities. Like the one I said earlier, the operational space. That turning that into digitalization is a private sector idea. I mean, again, the e-learning, another e-commerce related, e-communications, and anything related to creative ideas and innovations. I think from my experience, any public sector is open to support those new ideas, which can really put more energy and momentum to the country's economic development. I think it's more of like coming up with more innovative ideas, and then challenge the government. I can do this, and I need this one, that one. Either like you may not really have everything ready and ready-made. That can be given to A and B. Please go here and here. But if someone comes with new ideas, new creativity, I think the door is always open for anyone. Like diaspora is now really given the opportunity to investigate what is really happening in the country. But there is also your experience from elsewhere that you can also contextualize to the country specific issues, I would say.
Thank you, Timotheos. By the way, I want to welcome His Excellency and my brother Ato Nugusut Alaun, State Minister of the Ministry of Labor and Skills. And so we'll just take one question from Ato Melako, and then wrap it up. And then we'll let His Excellency make some remarks, I guess.
Okay. Thank you, Bernard. Give me the chance. And first of all, I'd like to congratulate the ones who organized this wonderful event. They gave us a chance to talk with one another, explain our thoughts. And it's I think always inevitable to ask the government representatives on the stage. It's natural to whenever you invite individuals, companies, private companies, and present someone on the stage from government. The question always goes to them. It's a compliment I would like to make today. having the government institutions or individual organizations prepare events. Number one for among our companies to discuss about our challenges and take our own assignments and to speak together with whoever the stakeholder. For example, there might be some action items that the government take and improve on them, and there might be some action item that private companies come together and resolve their challenge. Not everything should be addressed by the government. The private sector have to come together, be strong, open ourselves and share our opportunities. Government I would like to ask the government organization, government institutions to prepare such events. The event this afternoon. It gives us the opportunity to talk about challenge and our favorable conditions, our opportunities. I've been explaining the good thing we have. I've been sharing our thoughts from our experience, and the other party used to tell me how to fix such problem. So please let's have such engagement events every now and then. Ministry of Innovation started a while ago, and then for several reasons it didn't go as planned. But having that kind of event help whatever we are discussing now wouldn't be here today. Such opportunities are there, and it's just a compliment. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Tomala. Just maybe by the way, you can come to the event tomorrow, and you can register until tonight 8 p.m. and then we'll close the registration. Well, you have to do marketing and for your own events. But one topic we didn't cover too well, I think, about SMEs. So maybe Wazirun touch a little bit about how do we these SMEs and
Yes, thank you, Bernard. The whole issue of our diaspora, I believe we need to maintain that flow. So we want them to invest here. We want also the existing enterprise to sustain. So we want the informal and the micro operators to be formal, to register as small graduate to medium to graduate to large. So I mean, in this process, the government has a role to support SMEs. For me, what we always say like those, there is need to take inventory or revisit the existing rules, policies what is hampering the growth of businesses. Maybe a diaspora that's here might not come back again. So what is it that we are offending some of them? What is the inviting that we are having? So we need to do our inventory, do our work very well. If there is any policy to revisit, we have to do it. Anything new we have to bring out. The digital ones, we need to bring them out more. So we really need to work on those. And SMEs, sorry to say that. We don't know even where they are now. Because I had been working for the Ministry of Trade and Industry for 23 years. That time they were under the Ministry of Trade, one time under the Federal Agency of this and that. And this time I don't know where. So we need an institution set up where they belong. Because that's where we can channel proper support. So So we also need provision of the required infrastructure in place. It's good we are starting now. Provision of the required infrastructure in place. Access to information because we are focusing on export and on women. Definitely it affects all. We don't have any institution providing information. I remember when I was in the Ministry of Industry, we had the export promotion agency. that was dissolved, and since when it's not happening anymore. So we need institutions like those. We want to trade within Africa as well. We need latest information. And in the absence of that, we're expecting our SMEs to trade, particularly in export. It doesn't work. The government has also focused in the provision of products and sales premises. If you ask some of our women who had debating in our groups, they don't have a place. Rent is high up. They can't even afford paying rent for working premises and sales premises. Such kinds of facilities have to be there. Incubation centers have to be there, where companies, startups have to be there to get incubated. Easy access to finance, facilitating e-commerce platform, issues that we have also started. And provision of incentive schemes. It's when that's a human nature to be incentivized. So when we are providing them incentives, they just should. And others will follow those footsteps. And very important, we need to encourage value addition, which you're not doing. I mean, we can't always continue selling our green coffee and yet importing Nescafe. It doesn't make sense. Our amazing coffee is exported, but we're importing Nescafe. Our amazing honey is exported in a container, but again, we are importing value-added honey for this hotel, which doesn't make sense. So I mean, we have to work on our value addition and the focus has to be done. Like for your surprise, we don't have any sense in this country to do honey certification. Our women, because I have to have our women to have the taste, they have to send samples to Germany, and they pay 100,000 a year. That's every year for a market test. And then they are not selling the value added, just the crude hand, and then the value added will come back again. Hotels like breakfast and others. So there are so many ways that we should encourage SMEs. So we need to encourage them to be members of associations so that they can have a loud and common voice to chambers and all those. And we need to encourage public-private dialogue. These are very important. They have to speak their own problems, not us on their behalf. So I mean, we need to support them so that they grow, they become inspiration to the others, and we get relieve some of our problems. So that if a young boy is inspired by a successful definitely follow those steps. So I just want to say those things.
Thank you very much. So a big round of applause for all our panelists. And I guess we'll move to the next agenda item. Thank you again.
Please give them all an applause for our panelists. I know they took a long time, but like I don't want to interrupt the ideas because the idea that has been raised really amazing idea. So I want to say again thank you for our panelists. Following this, we are going to have an amazing program. Following this, we are going to launch the digital platform, which is called Share. Which is designed to connect businesses with investors, minds, experts, and who are drawn to helping in rebuilding Ethiopia's economy. Technology is on our fingerprints. Yeah. So this technology will take it easy. Will help us connect Ethiopians. Also professionals. So I'm going to welcome Mr. Zode, co-founder and CEO RandD Group, to present. Please welcome him to the stage.
I'm not going to take long as Your Excellency has presence. For the sake of time, I will try to make it as brief as possible. This is going to be interesting. Yeah. And I don't know about you guys, but it was quite an interesting event for us. It's not just we organized it, but the idea of the sharing part of the hackathon, it was one of the most inspiring things that we have witnessed in a long time. So it's very interesting. So it's also goes with the idea of share platform where I will explain what it means. So it's a digital platform that we are going to launch. It will add value to the discussion points that we have been talking about today. And so the whole idea came in because we work with small and medium enterprises for the last 12 years now. We have business acceleration programs, we have a talent programs, so we see the challenges of small and medium enterprises, the private sector, and following that we really have seen the challenges that they are facing, and about 2 years ago, at our RandD team, we decided, okay, what can we do? We are a consulting firm, we are doing something, we are training, we are running other finance projects, and there has to be something that will couple all these things together so that value. So we decided to develop a platform called Share, which I will explain what it means. So the idea is we share because it's just no other way. It's completely true. And the private sector is the one adding value in driving currencies for the country and adding to the economy in general. So we have to nourish the private sector in a way that add value more. And so I will explain what we have witnessed while working with small and medium enterprises. And this is very brief indication of what's going on in Ethiopia currently. So ease of doing business, Ethiopia is not running very well in the world. It's with the new government strategies and all that's going up better, but still there is lots to do. And the private sector is not really functioning very well, which is a pity, to be honest, because they more than 60 jobs are created by small and medium enterprises in Ethiopia. Other more than 10% jobs are created with informal sectors in Ethiopia. Entrepreneurs fighting for their own self. And so we have value to this thing. So as consulting firm, who have been in the business for the last 12 years, we decided to do so. So I'm going to show you some of the challenges that we witnessed working with small and medium enterprises, and so that you would understand what we are trying to solve with Share Platform. So these are in a nutshell one of the major challenges that we small and medium enterprises are facing. So there is an access to finance, which from Dr. Khalid in the breakout we have heard that the government has already taken measure in securing finance for startups, which is a very great thing to hear. To be honest, I heard it myself first time. 5% of all loans from banks has to go to startups. This is the new regulation that the government claims, which is great. And bank systems with high interest rates of microfinance in the banks being catering to the bigger businesses, and the micro and small businesses keep being forgotten. So there has to be something to this. There is a skill gap issue with management in the HR capital. We have big issues in filling in the educational graduates, and actually the needed skills in the industries are not being coupled together. So there is a big mismatch in that area. So there is an access to information challenge. Information is disseminated. The way information is gathered is we have paper-based information going around in government offices, in private sectors as well. So the most inefficient way to do. So people, just because they don't have the information, they miss out a lot. So that's another challenge. And the market already so innovative businesses keep starting, keep falling. The reason is because they are mostly founded by emission and tech which are not really marketing, which are not really necessarily have to be entrepreneurs, and there should be a way to manage this. So why we decided to launch share platform. So we the platform would offer a one-stop solution for an entrepreneur. So I'll show what that means. So we are going to connect businesses, experts with information, with networking. So which create a one-stop platform where people can get in there and find what they want. Yeah. So here are the four biggest components of Share. We are not going to show you a demo for the sake of time, but for people who are joining us at our office tomorrow, I will try to demonstrate how it works. We are in the final stage of the platform, but you will see it's going to be very innovative and very groundbreaking application that you find out very soon. And so experts share experts is where industry experts of kinds, say marketers, say an HR expert, wherever they are needed, SMEs and business owners can just log in and find an expert online through the Share platform, which is very good added value because, for example, to design the logo of Share, design these logos, it took us a year. I mean, because we couldn't find a platform where we can just go in and find an expert. It was broad. You can go on so many platforms. I mean, they will overwhelm me with so many people coming in. Okay, they can do this for you. We have the expertise, but the networking part is the missing gap. So it should be very accessed very easily for people. So this is a platform where you can find experts easily. And the other is the finance. So Share Finance, which is the second to be launched, is a crowd investment platform. So like I said, one of the challenges with small and medium enterprises because they couldn't access finance because they asked for big collaterals. They have too big of interest rates from the banks, small and medium enterprises. And also there's just no way to be honest. So and with this you will find out since these are computer applications, not just easy to explain them in words. It would have been easier to show you how it works tomorrow. Something. But with access to finance, we are creating a platform where people with finance engaging the diaspora community, engaging people with access to finance to actually fund small and medium enterprises. It doesn't have to be a big loan. So have you ever come across with a cousin of yours say, okay, he has a very brilliant idea. I have something. I started this business. Not going anywhere. 2 years, 3 years, it fails. No. So it's not a very big money. You are requesting. It could be 100,000 birr. It could be 10,000 birr. It could work. I mean, these are the things. I am an entrepreneur who wants to sell fish chips in the streets, and I want to buy a machine for it. It might cost me 10,000 birr, and it's not as you would think. It's not as easy to access that kind of finance, because when we are talking about finance, people would assume loan of a couple of million birr with some collateral. We're not talking. We are actually talking about the small loans, the quick loans. People can loan them, donation loan process where people can start a business and they can get it back. Which has proven very efficient in the other world, and it had added value to the economy of other countries as well. We have witnessed this a lot. And I'm sure this will revolutionize access to finance problem with the small and medium enterprises that we have witnessed. And this also adds value in a way that if it's not a loan, it could be donation. For example, we know that's through our conversations with the diaspora. We know that they want to help. We know the diaspora is really anxiously where can I add value to Ethiopia? You know, with the excitement what's going on right now, particularly. But they don't know where to go. People are actually getting bags of medicine. Bags of books from abroad so that they can donate it to the government, which is really something very inspiring to do. But we have to create a platform for them to say, you know what, I will add value to this cause. I would want to build a school. So they have to add value. Go share platform and say I will add value. I will no. So this is the kind of functionality that the platform having in finance. More information. There is an access to information. So in the platform, we will find out new regulations. There are best practices of industries for business owners, entrepreneurs that would be posted in the platform, which is going to be a one-stop shop for information people that couldn't miss these things. And there is a networking platform where in a short, for the sake of time, I would say we would want to create a LinkedIn for Ethiopian experts and entrepreneurs, business owners, so that they could really network and add value together. And we will top this supporting services. These are things that at RandD office are what we already do. And we have an academy, as you have witnessed from the presented video. We have entrepreneurship development sector, so business sector. We work with small and medium enterprises a lot. So that would mean our mentorship programs, our training programs, our coaching programs, and our peer-to-peer learning programs are going to be accessed through this platform. And we can actually create an alumni of investors, alumni of small and medium enterprises, and we can add value to those sectors through our supporting services. People could reach the platform through an offline support call center. So this is going to be something very big. Wait for it. I'm not going to promise too much. It's going to be something we are very excited about. It. We've been working on it 2 years or so, and so I am excited to share this with you. So hopefully the next time I will be picking up the phone when you call on the platform. Yes. Thank you for listening. Let's share. Let's add value to the economy. I think we can really contribute a lot through not just financing. We can add value through sharing knowledge as we have with the hackathon sessions. Very inspiring thing to do. And we will add value. Yes. Thank you.
Please congratulate again when the system like to show us amazing application, even if we didn't see the demonstration. We're hoping we're gonna see it tomorrow. Yeah. There's one saying that I like from your presentation. We share because there is no other way. Yeah. We dare to share. We all are gathered to share our knowledge. Not only with each other, to our country, to create a solution for our challenges. Yeah. So today's I hope it's a great day. Yeah. You enjoy the day. Yeah. All right. Okay. So because like seeing a lot of fruitful discussions. So our plenary sessions, there was a great ideas has been raised stage and for the participants. So we're really joyful to see this kind of event. So again, I would say I would love to say congratulations for the organizers to see this such an amazing program. So we're hoping we are going to have this kind of event again. We're hoping that's so. Following this, I am going to invite our honorable guest of the day, His Excellencies, Sultan Lahon, Minister of Labor and Skills of Ethiopian government, to address our closing keynote. Please welcome him to the stage.
afternoon. First of all, I like to say welcome our diaspora brothers and sisters to your home country. And I am grateful, honored to have this to put some points at this closing session. And I realized that the medium of communication here in this hall is English. But I told myself that I should have to communicate in Amharic. And can you give me the permission to do so? Thanks so much. If I think there are our friends who can't communicate in Amharic, I think the embassy or the event organizer may help me to address my points properly. If that is the case, if I am allowed to do so, በእንግሊዝኛ እንዳልኩት በውጭ የምትኖሩ ወንድምና እህቶቻችን የዲያስፖራ አባላት በዚህ ታሪካዊ ወቅት ኢትዮጵያ ችግርም ተስፋም በተሸከመችበት ወቅት ችግሩን ለመሻገር ተስፋውን ለማለምለም ፈተናውን ለማለፍ ህብረትና አንድነት አብሮነት በሚያስፈልግበት ወቅት በዚህ ሰዓት ተገኝታችሁ በተለይም ደግሞ የኔ ሚኒስትር መስሪያ ቤት የስራና ክህሎት ሚኒስቴር እየሰራቸው ካላቸው በቅርቡ የተደራጀ መስሪያ ቤት ነው። ሊሰራቸው እያላቸውና ከተሰጡት ኃላፊነት ውስጥ ቅድም እህታችን ስሟን አልያዝኩም ስትናገር ማይክሮ ስሞል ሚዲየም ኢንተርፕራይዝስ ባለቤት የላቸውም የሚል ነገር ሰምቻለሁ። እነዚህን ባለቤት ያጡ የቢዝነስ ተቋማት ግን ደግሞ በእጅጉ በርካቶች እጃቸው የሚያፍታቱባቸው ዳቦ የሚበሉባቸው ተስፋቸው የሚለማቸው ከዛም ወደ ላቀ ኢኮኖሚ የሚደረግ ተቋማት መሆናቸውን በመገንዘብ መንግስት ይህንን ሚኒስቴር መስሪያ ቤት ሲያደራጅ በአዋጅ አስቀመጣቸው ዋና ውስጥ የኢንተርፕራይዝ ልማት ሽግግር እና መንግስት ዋነኛ ሚናው መደገፍ ስለሆነ እነዚህን ኢንተርፕራይዞች ምቹ ሁኔታ በመደገፍ የሀገራችን ኢኮኖሚ መሰረቶች እንዲሆኑ ማስቻል እና ለብልጽግና ጉዞ እውን መሆን ተስፋ እንዲያለ ማድረግ የተሰጠው ስለሆነ የእኛን ስራ እየሰራችሁ ስለሆነ እና እኛ ብዙ ሳንደግፋችሁ ሀሳባችሁ ለእኛ እያሳችሁ በመሆኑ በታላቁ ላመሰግናችሁ እወዳለሁ። ይህ መድረክ እንደዚህ አይነት መድረኮች የፈጠራና የመለዋወጫ እንደዚሁም የትስስር መፍጠሪያ መድረኮች ስለሆኑ አሁን የሚስተዋሉ ችግሮችን እዚህ የተነሱ ወንድሜ ሲያቀርብ ያየኋቸው ተጨባጭ ኤምኤስኤምኢስ ወይም ጥቃቅን መካከለኛ አነስተኛ ኢንተርፕራይዞች የሚገጥሟቸው ተጨባጭ እየገጠሟቸው ያሉ ችግሮችና ወደፊትም በየደረጃው ሲያደርጉ የሚገጥሟቸው ችግሮች አጠቃላይ የኢኮኖሚ ማነቆች ለመፍታት የሚያስችል መድረክ ስለሆነ እንዲህ አይነት መድረኮች ለእኛም ብዙ የምንማርባቸው በእውነቱ ለመናገር እሱ ሲያነሳቸው ያልኩት ለበርናርድ ፈቃደኛ እችን ፓወር ሼር ያደርገናል ወይ የሚነበቡ የበለጡ ማቴሪያሎች ሊሰጡን ይችላሉ ጥያቄ ቀስ ብዬ ብለዋለሁ ነበር። ያው ግልጸኝነትን ስላለ ጥያቄውን አቤቱታ እያቀረብን ማለት ነው። ችግሮቹን እናነሳቸዋለን፣ እናቃቸዋለን እንላለን። ምናልባት በልካቸው ስለማወቃችን እጠራጠራለሁ። ችግሮቹን ለመፍታት ስትራቴጂ እንነድፋለን፣ ሰው እናሰማራለን፣ አደረጃጀት እንፈጥራለን። እሱን መልሰን መልሰን እናደራጃለን። ችግሮቹን በአግባቡ ባታችን ግን ኢንተርፕራይዞቻችን በሚፈለገው ደረጃ የስራ ዕድል እየፈጠሩ ያሉ ቢኖሩ ተስፋ ያለመኖሩ ቢኖሩም ይህ ሀገር የበርካታ ኢንተርፕራይዞች አገር ሲገባው ያንን ማድረግ አልቻልንም። ስለዚህ ይሄንን ለማድረግ የአገር በቀል እውቀት ልምድ አስፈላጊ ቢሆንም የዲያስፖራ ወንድምና እህቶች ደግሞ በውጭ ስትኖሩ በዚህ ዘርፍ ተሰማሩ፣ ስትሰሩ፣ ስታነቡ፣ ስትነጋገሩ ያገኛችሁት ልምድ፣ እውቀት፣ ክህሎት እና ጠቃሚ ነገር እንዳለ ይሄ ደግሞ ስንቀራረብ፣ ስንገናኝ፣ ስንደጋገፍ ያን በራችን ስንከፍት እና አብረን ስንሰራ አይናችን ገለጥ ለሚችል አምናለሁ። ስለዚህ በእኛ ደረጃ በኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ ያለው የጥቃቅን አነስተኛና መካከለኛ ኢንተርፕራይዞች ስትራቴጂ ከ15 ዓመት በፊት ከጸደቀ ወዲህ የዛሬ 10 ዓመት አካባቢ ተከልሶ ሲሰራበት ቆይቶ አሁን ደግሞ መከለስ የግድ ብሎት የክለሳ ስራው ተጠናቆ ለሚኒስትሮች ምክር ቤት እንዲጸድቅ ተልኮ በስራ ላይ እንዲውል የሚገኝበት ጊዜ ላይ ነው። ይሄንን መድረክና ይሄንን ኢቨንት ይሄንን ሁኔታ እየፈጠርን ያለ ነው። ስለዚህ ስትራቴጂውን ስንቀርጸውም ስናሻሽለውም ስንሰራውበትም ስንተገብረውም ትምህርት እናገኝበታለን ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ ይሄንን ወስደን በእንደዚህ አይነት መልኮች የሚመጡ ትምህርቶችንም እውቀቶችንም ግንዛቤዎችንም ወስደን ለዜጎቻችን አይን መግለጫ እና ደግሞ በዩኒቨርሲቲዎቻችን በቴክኒክና ሙያ ተቋማቶቻችን እየሰለጠኑ ያሉ በዲጂታል ዘርፉ በዲጂታል ቴክኖሎጂው እውቀት ታጥቀዋል፣ ክህሎት ጨብጠዋል የምንላቸው ወጣቶቻችን ለኛ እውቀት የጨበጡ የታጠቁ ይምሰለን እንጂ በስራው ዓለም በተለይም ደግሞ በዓለም ደረጃ በገበያ ውስጥ በሚገቡበት ጊዜ ምን ያህል እንደሚቸገሩ ከኛ በላይ እናንተ ልምዳችሁም ተሞክሯችሁም ያስተምረናል ብዬ አስባለሁ። ስለዚህ እንደዚህ መተሳሰራችን እንደዚህ አብረን መስራታችን ይህ አይነት መድረኮች የለውጥ ምክንያቶች ናቸው። እናንተ እንደገለጻችሁት ቼንጅ ኤጀንቶች፣ የለውጥ ምክንያቶች፣ የለውጥ ሐዋርያዎች ሆናችሁ እየተጎለዳደፈ ያለውን እየወደቀ እየተነሳ ያለውን የኢንተርፕራይዞች የቢዝነስ ሐሳቦች ፈተናዎች በማለፍ የችግር መሻገሪያ መንገድ የሚያሳዩ ይሆናሉ ብዬ አስባለሁ። ስለዚህ እንዲህ አይነት መድረኮች የለውጥ እና አሻግሮ የማየት ምክንያቶች ናቸው። ከዚህ ባሻገር እኔ ሲገባኝ እናንተ እየፈጠራችሁ ያላችሁት ወይም ደግሞ እንዲህ አይነት መድረኮች ፋይዳቸው የፒ4ሲ ዝም ብዬ ትንሽ ለማየት እንደሞከርኩት ቢዝነስ ብቻ አይደለም የምትቀይሩት። ፓርትነርሺፑ አጋርነቱ የሚለውጠው ክህሎትንም እውቀትንም አሰራርንም አደረጃጀትንም ነው። በአጠቃላይ ህይወትንም ነው የሚቀይረው ብዬ ተረድቻለሁ። ይሄንን ለመቀየር ደግሞ ኢንተርፕራይዞች የሚመሩ ተቋማት በመሆናቸው የነገይቱን መሪዎችም እየፈጠራችሁ ነው ብዬ አምናለሁ። ስለዚህ በዚህ አጋጣሚ ከጎናችን እየቆማችሁ ስለሆነ ዕውቀታችሁም ልምዳችሁም መሬት እንዲነካ እኛ ደግሞ መሬት ጎማ መሬት የሚነካበት ቦታ ላይ ነንና የእናንተን ሐሳብ የእናንተን ልምድ የእናንተን ቴክኖሎጂ እና ዓለም አቀፍ እይታ ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ እውን እንዲሆን ትስስር እንዲፈጠር መስራት ግድ ይለናል ማለት ነው። ይሄ ደግሞ እንደተረዳሁት አሁንም ፍላጎት ላይ የተመሰረተ ሐሳብ ለሐሳብ መለዋወጥ ስለሆነ በትልቁ የሚከበርና ለለውጥ እንደ ምሳሌ የሚሆን ምናልባትም የብዙዎች ዜጎቻችንን ጭንቀትም የሚገላግል እና ተስፋም የሚያዋልድ መድረክና ሐሳብ ነው ብዬ አምናለሁ። በዚህም ምክንያት ላመሰግናችሁ እወዳለሁ። ምክንያቱም አንድ ላይ ስንሰበሰብ አንድ ላይ ስንገናኝ ትልቅ እንሆናለን፣ ለውጥ እናመጣለን፣ እንጠነክራለን፣ እንበረታለን ማለት ነው። በዚህ አጋጣሚ የተረዳሁት ፓርትነርሺፕ ፎር ቼንጅ ወይም P4C ይሄን ታሪካዊ መድረክ የሚያካሂደው የ10 ዓመት ጉዞ ልምዱን አካብቶ የ10ኛ ዓመት እድሜውን እያስቆጠረና ያንን እያከበረ በመሆኑ እንኳን አደረሳችሁ እንኳን ለዚህ በቃችሁም ማለት እወዳለሁ። ይሄን መልእክት እንድታደርሱልኝ እፈልጋለሁ። እንግዲህ ይህ ተግባር በተለይም በእኛ ዘርፍ ቀደም ባለው ጊዜም በስራ ዕድል ፈጠራና ፈጠራ ኮሚሽን አሁን ደግሞ በስራና ክህሎት ሚኒስቴር እነ በርናንድ ወንድሜ በርናንድ የስራ ባልደረባዬ ማለት ነው በጣም አተኩረው የሚሰሩበት ግን ብዙዎቻችን ከመሪዎች ጨምሮ ያልጨበጥናቸው የዲጂታል ኢኮኖሚ በኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ ያለውን ተስፋ እና ፈተና ገና ብዙ መስራት ያለብን መሆኑን ያመላክቱናል፣ ይገልጹልናል። ሁልጊዜ እነ በርናንድ ፍሮግ ይላሉ። ፍሮግ ሲሉ በጣም የራቅ ነው እንቁራሪትም እየመሰለን እነዚህ ሰዎች ምን ነካቸው እንላለን። በእውነቱ በሀገራችን እንደዚህ አይነት ተስፋ ያለ መሆኑን በፍሪላንሲንግ፣ በአውትሶርሲንግ፣ በጊግስ ኢኮኖሚ ገና ብንነካካው ብንፈታታው የተፈታ የተዘረጋ ሜዳ ሊያስሮጥ የሚችል ሜዳ ያለ መሆኑን ግን ደግሞ ይሄንን ሜዳ ለማግኘት ብዙ ውጣ ውረድ፣ ብዙ አቀበት፣ ብዙ ዳከት ያለ መሆኑን እኔ በግሌ ተረድቻለሁ። ያለውን ሜዳ ከዳገቱና ካቀበቱ ማዶ ያለውን ሜዳ ለማግኘት ግን በእናንተ በኩል እዚህ በተገኛችሁ ይሄንን ሐሳብ ይዛችሁ በመጣችሁ ወገኖቻችን በኩል ድጋፍ እንፈልጋለን። ምክንያቱም ሜዳው ምንድነው? አገሪቱ ሁላችንም እንደምንረዳው ከ70 በላይ በመቶ በላይ ዜጎቻችን ከ30 እድሜ በታች ናቸው። 76% ያህል የሚሆኑት ዜጎች ከ30 በታች ናቸው። ከ15 እስከ 29 አካባቢ ያሉት በቀድሞው ሰራተኛና ማህበራዊ ጉዳይ ሚኒስቴር ትንታኔ መሰረት ሊሰሩ የሚችሉት ዜጎቻችን ወደ 32 በመቶ ናቸው፣ ሁላችንም እንደምንረዳው። ስለዚህ ኢትዮጵያ የወጣቶች ሀገር ናት። ኢትዮጵያ የወጣቶች ሀገር እንደመሆኗ ወጣቱ ደግሞ ዲጂታል ኢኮኖሚን የመቀበል የመላመድ እድል አለው፣ ብቃት አለው። የሚጎለውን ነገር ግን መሙላት ይገባናል። የትምህርት ተቋሞቻችን በዚህ ዘርፍ ያሰለጥናሉ፣ ለመሙላት ይሞክራሉ። ነገር ግን ዓለም ከደረሰበት ደረጃ ለመድረስ በጣም ብዙ ጉዞ ይጠይቀናል። ይሄንንም አብረን በመለወጥ በትብብር እንድንሰራ በዚህ አጋጣሚ ጥሪ ማስተላለፍ ፈልጋለሁ ማለት ነው። በሀገራችን የተቀረጸው የአገር በቀል ኢኮኖሚ ሆም ግሮውን ኢኮኖሚ ዋነኛ ትኩረቱ
በተጨማሪነት የሚያየው ልንሻገርበትና ልንገባበት ይገባናል የሚለው የዲጂታል ኢኮኖሚ ነው። ይሄን በመንግስት ደረጃ ሁነኛ ፍላጎት ያለበት ተቋማዊ አደረጃጀት ያለበት በዜጎቻችን ደረጃ ስንመለከት በርካታ ወጣትና የቴክኖሎጂ ሽግግር ፍላጎት ያለበት ስነ ምህዳር ለመለወጥ ከተደጋገፍን ከተረዳዳን በእኛ በኩል ይሄንን አጋጣሚ ለመጠቀም ትልቅ ፍላጎት ያለን መሆኑን ይሄንን መጠቀም አለመጠቀም ማለት የወጣቶቻችንን በየትምህርት ቤቱ በዩኒቨርሲቲዎቻችን ያሉትን ትልቅ ፍላጎት ያላቸውን በተፈጥሮ ከማንም ሳናንስ በዓለም ላይ ካሉ ሀገራት ይሄ ነው የሚጎላችሁ ይሄንን አትችሉም የሚል አንዳችም የምርምር ውጤት በሌለበት ሊኖርም በማይችልበት ሁኔታ ነገር ግን እጃቸውና አእምሯቸውን እንዲያፍታቱ ማድረግ ባለመቻላችን አቀበቱን መሻገር ባለመቻላችን ሜዳው ላይ መውጣት አልቻልንም። አሁን ግን እየጀመርነው ነው። ይሄ ጅምር የተናጠለ ሩጫ ሊያሳካው ስለማይችል እንዲህ አይነት የተራመዱ ሀሳቦችና ምክክር መድረኮችን በአንድ ጊዜ ብቻ ታይተው ጥርጅ ብርጅ የሚሉና የሚጠፉ ሳይሆኑ የሚመነጩት ሀሳቦች እና የመፍትሄ መልእክቶች በኮምፒውተር ውስጥና በወረቀት ላይ የማይቀሩ በአመራር ቢሮ የማይቀሩ ሆነው ወደ ተግባር የሚለወጡ መሆን እንዲችሉ ለማድረግ በእናንተም በኩል ትልቅ ፍላጎትና ብቃቱም ችሎታው እንዳለ ገነዘባለሁ። በእኛ በኩል ደግሞ ግዴታችን ነው የተሰጠን ኃላፊነት ነው። ሁለት አይነት ግዴታ አለብን። አንደኛ ሰው በመሆናችን ብቻ የሰው ህይወት በተለይም ከሰዎችም የወጣቶች ህይወት እንዲለወጥ የማድረግ ሰዋዊ ግዴታ አለብን። ሁለተኛ አመራሮች በመሆናችን በአመራርነት መንግስት የሰጠን ኃላፊነት የወጣቱን የዜጎችን ህይወት እንድንለውጥ ነው። ወደ ተቀረው ዓለም ወደ ዲጂታል ኢኮኖሚ እንድንገባ ነው። ይሄንን በማድረግ ረገድ የበኩላችንን ግዴታችንን ለመወጣት ዝግጁ መሆናችንን በዚህ አጋጣሚ ገልጻለሁ። ይሄ ማለት ኢትዮጵያን በጋራ ለመገንባት ኢትዮጵያን ከሚገጥሟት እየገጠሟት ካሉ ፈተናዎች ለማለፍና ለማሻገር ህብረት፣ አንድነትና አብሮነት የሚያስፈልገን አጋርነት የሚያስፈልገን መሆኑን የሚያሳይ መድረክ ሆኖ ስላገኘሁት በእኛ በኩል በጣም ደስተኞች ነን። በዚህ አጋጣሚ በዚህ ረገድ የሚፈለግብንን ሁሉ ለማድረግ ዝግጁ መሆናችንን በየትኛውም ጊዜ በራችን ክፍት መሆኑን ለማረጋገጥ እወዳለሁ። ምናልባትም በእኛ በኩል ወንድሜ በርናርድ እንደ ድልድይ ሆኖ በማንኛውም ሁኔታ በተናጠልም በተደራጀም ሁኔታ ግንኙነት እንድንፈጥር እሱ በሩን የሚከፍትና የሚያስከፍት በመሆኑን ስለማቅ እኔም ብቻ ሳይሆን ከኔ ጋር ያሉት ክብርት ሚኒስትርና ቀሪ 3 ስቴት ሚኒስትሮች የተሰጠን ኃላፊነት እስከ ታችኛው አደረጃጀት ድረስ ይሄው ስለሆነ ይሄንን ለማድረግ በዚህ አጋጣሚ ቃል መግባት እፈልጋለሁ። መልካም ጊዜ እመኛለሁ። አመሰግናለሁ።
የተከበሩ አቶ ንጉሱ ጥላሁን ከልብ እናመሰግናለን። ከዚህ በማስቀጠል following this to address the closing remarks I'm going to invite Mrs. Rahel Bundajana, founder and CEO at RBD Consultancy and our RandD group and a partner for change. Please welcome her to the stage.
I'll try to keep it short. I see people are getting tired. You have seen me the whole day. So I don't have to introduce myself. I know majority of people who have been in the session, but there are some interesting people that came along. What we did actually was very impressive. If you show the next slide, please. It was 12 December
we listened all the news, everybody was being called to come back home, and we have our own group who wanted to contribute to Ethiopia, we don't know what to do. So within the group of few people, we said, okay, what can we do? RandD has been in Ethiopia for the last 12 years. We have been working on various areas of entrepreneurship, just like my co-founder explained. I started business in 2009 in the Netherlands because I was actually very frustrated by the way business were operating, also the way NGOs were operating, government was operating. So I was thinking around a solution whereby I think, how can we innovate the way we think? So the area of entrepreneurship has been mainly led by high-level businesses being called up to Ethiopia to invest, but we don't know their sustainability issue. Flower farms were coming to Ethiopia, a lot of things that were not being taken into consideration, for instance, the ecological impact, the payments of women that were working in the street was actually bugging me. So I went back to the Netherlands and continued my study. I did my master and I came across social entrepreneurship. And I was very intrigued by the aspect because I'm personally very entrepreneurial because I'm from entrepreneurial family. I wanted to combine doing good with business. So this is how RBD started in the Netherlands in 2009. It was really mainly focusing, really advocating for NGOs, for governments to think innovatively. See, when you go to Ethiopia, you are doing anything, make sure that you are not needed in the same sector for the coming 30 years. It means you are not doing your job right. So I was really provoking, I was young, So in that process in 2011, I went into a session just like this, and we were called up on to come up with an idea how to disrupt the international development sector. So a lot of people, young people like me, 7 of us started a session, one of which is Partners for Change. So I pitched an idea. We say, okay, let's bring public-private partnership together at one place, but then we solve situations that Netherlands and the government of Ethiopia, when anybody actually is going through. Years later, it's called SDG. We all know it. But the reality is the challenge of the world is not as big as we think. They are summarized by 17. So I was always thinking, okay, if you only have 17 problems, how is it that we're still having a problem? So we decided to provoke a big organization to think sustainability. I mean, now everybody talks about it. When we started, everybody was laughing at us. But we tend to have people to understand the vision we would have. So the first year we organized a big event in cooperation with Philips. It was about really sustainability. How can we help the Dutch government and NGOs to be sustainable and more effective? And we're using young professionals because I was personally young and I saw the value that young professionals are bringing, and it wasn't appreciated as much. So we were really providing solution for Unilever, for Ahold, the biggest organization. The year after we organized the session, it's called Foodtopia. It was really focusing on malnutrition. One of the biggest killing diseases in the world now is malnutrition. It's not about people actually not eating, it's also people overeating in most of developed countries that are the issue. So then after a while, I realized actually I'm solving a situation where a lot of people have the power to do, which is the Netherlands. There are a lot of educated people. What can I do in Ethiopia? So we came back with RandD. We start to work with small and medium enterprises in Ethiopia, and we actually utilize similar events to solve their problems. So we organize peer-to-peer events, and so this is really 10 years of working in the area of working together, because we believe the collective power of human beings are probably the biggest asset Ethiopia has, but it's not well utilized. That's also the reason why actually launched Share is, we are not working together. Everybody wants to do something, so we need to be connected. So 12th of December this year, I saw and called around, what can we do? We say, okay, let's do Partners for Change in Ethiopia again, because it's probably the most common time that we actually think about working together. And this is, I think, the first time I realized people actually want to do something. Government is willing. Unfortunately, it took a war for us to be united, but I think this is a momentum we can use very positively and try to change the narrative of Ethiopia together. And it doesn't mean we exclude foreigners, it doesn't mean we exclude seniors, but it means that we have the power it takes to be where we are. So to summarize today, I called a lot of people I know. Obviously, the team in Ethiopia has to agree to it. 14th of December, we called. We brought the idea. Some of them called me crazy. But some of them really felt like, okay, this is the moment for us also to show what we have been doing 14 years. 12 years. It was a very difficult road we went through as RandD because we were very innovative. We had ideas, so we were having issue to grow. So we wanted to utilize the time to inspire other diasporas to work with local teams to actually serve globally. So I was telling a team, like what Dan said this morning, we're serving 5 continents, 24/7 from Ethiopia online. So that is something, look back in 2009, where I had to carry a hard disk to send some files to Ethiopia, standing at the airports and begging people to take some data because they didn't understand what we do. So now we do everything seamlessly online. And that's exactly what Malaku was saying this morning. We do have the ability. We need the diaspora to be our ambassadors, to go back and say, okay, if you cannot do it, make sure that we do. Because we have the ability, we have the chance to do. So we call today connecting diaspora and home-based professionals to make a lasting impact. It's not for nothing because a lot of events are organized, it's not followed up. We especially the talk that we have had this morning and Ato Nugusu also left this afternoon, we feel the responsibility to carry on. But we need the support of you to help us to go on. So each sessions that have been managed this morning will be followed up with the lead of the case owners, with the course facilitators that have taken the time to be here. So tomorrow we are organizing another event. It's smaller, it's more personal. It's because you can come to see and witness the team that have been behind this event. You'll be able to connect with our partners and witness some of our work. You will be able to visit our tech partners, Accelerant, Africa 118, MMCY, who have been very helpful to get this together. And to conclude, I really think money is overvalued. It's maybe for me it's luxurious to say because I live in Europe, I have luxurious life, but the reality is everything we have achieved so far from R&D, any of the businesses we have here, is really because there is willingness of people and there is skills. And the time that we fail, it's because we did not have the right skill set. So to get share on board, it took us 2 years for people to understand what we meant. We had to call everybody I know in ICT industry while we are actually a technology company. So if it takes us so much time to find the right people when we are very much exposed, how much time would it take a young person starting to do something who is really aspiring also to become the future of R&D, the future of accelerants and so forth. So I beg you to go back and become the person that you need to be, mentor at least one person. That's the least you can do. There are a lot of young people. If you see in the corridor, there are women entrepreneurs that are doing great things, but they don't have faces because there are only few people that are being given the position to talk. So today was not really about me. It was not about any of us. It was about any people that are doing extraordinary things elsewhere and are still looking for options to grow. So I think this can be a good conclusion. But before I finish, I want to thank 4 people in this team. There is Meron. I don't know if she is here. Yes, Meron. She made this happen. You wouldn't believe in 3 weeks' time, we we have redesigned our P4C total websites and everything. The whole communication went through. Share platform was also designed in cooperation with our team, extension team, Avocado, also young team you need to speak to. There is Sosana. She has been sleepless night until yesterday at 3 o'clock. I was still snitching into my computer to communicate with this team. There is Bethlehem, also responsible for the whole operation, and Freyot. Yes, somewhere there. Obviously, there are men, but this time I wanted to make sure that women are being given the position. So, but there are 100. Yes. But there are nameless people that have been here. We will be providing recognition for a lot of people. Team of Accelerant, Team of Africa 118, Saladin, thank you very much. And Naba from MMCY, also for the owners to say, okay, you know, we'll devote someone for you. So if we combine, you wouldn't believe, from the cost that we made, only 30% was financial cost. Everything was provided because people wanted to be here to give time to help us to make this day success. So I'm very grateful for you being here. I hope to engage with you tomorrow, and obviously I will be here for the coming 1.5 weeks. And you can connect with me at any time. We have a surprise for you, so please stay. You can clap for me, but there is something happening, so just be with us. It will only take a few minutes, and we can conclude the day and hopefully have something to drink and network. Thank you very much.
Please give her a warm applause again. Because she's the reason behind this all, yeah? So, we had a great day. She already summarized it. So, we have a surprise, yeah. So, following this, it's going to be networking, also entertainment time. But before that, I think they're ready for the surprise. So tomorrow this event will continue, as Mrs. Ryle mentioned before. The event will continue at the office, I think. So those who are invited will be expected there. So we're inviting you all. So following this, also we've been talking on the titles. Also, the case owners have been discussing with us. So the next session is not only entertainment time. We're going to network. We're going to talk with each other. So we are going to discuss with each other. So we're gonna network. And are you ready for the surprise? Yeah? Are you ready? All right.
So I hope it was worth waiting. I feel sorry for those people who left, honestly. So the story again is the potential to see talent. So my husband and I, you have seen him this morning, went for dinner to Yoda Abyssinia. We have been seeing this team and I was totally sold. And it really always brings out the Ethiopianism in me and in my husband, in my family. And we thought this would be a perfect opportunity for them to show themselves to the bigger and the wider space. And I hope you will invite them to different events, because I think this is how we actually stimulate homegrown artisans. They are everywhere in Ethiopia. These are just an example. They are not coming back, I think, but really thank you very much for your time. And so I'll just conclude this time really saying thank you again for everybody. And one person I need to thank is obviously my husband. I have been working 24/7 for the last few weeks, and actually the last 15 years since we met. And my children that have been very patient with me, because working hard is not the easiest thing. And also people who are here, for people who took the time to come, for people who actually encouraged us behind the scene. We have a small video, I'm not seeing it. They have been really helping people from the States, people from Rwanda, people from Kenya, that have really been trying to put this day together, but really also people who personally have believed in us and try to help our team. So we invite you tomorrow to witness the work we have done, our team, and obviously our partners. And I wish you a wonderful evening. I hope you will stay along to communicate with each other and please stay collaborating, because that's what Ethiopia needs at this point. We need to unite ourselves and use our knowledge to change the narrative of Ethiopia in the face of the world. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Okay. Before that, like I'm inviting all of you to take a group picture. So all of you, please follow the cameramen, and we're going to have a group picture. Also, there's a drink outside, so we are going to have a drink, and we're going to talk with each other. As I mentioned earlier, we need to network. I think the main reason of this project is we need to connect, we need to collaborate, and we need to network. So enjoy the time. Also follow the cameramen for the, I think they are telling me that to come to the stage to take a group picture. Please, all of you, come to the stage, and with this banner we are going to take a group picture. All of you who are